At the end of last week's episode, Rally Girl had just finished Special Stage 8 before Stitch's left rear wheel burst into flames from a few complications with the wheel bearing failure. This week, we pick up at All Wheels Driven in Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, where the team there helped us to source all the parts, tools, and help that we needed to get Rally Girl back on stage for Super Rally Saturday.
So we get like 2 miles from the end, and Amanda's like, and I keep reaching like, I don't think I have brakes. She's like, what? And I'm like, nope, I don't have any brakes. And we went around and left one, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't have brakes. She's like, you don't have brakes? I'm like, no, I don't have brakes. I can do hairpins with no brakes. I got a clutch. She's like, okay. So we just kept going, and I stayed in second, and then anytime we got tight, I just like threw it into first and clutch kicked, and like, so we would just like feather and like go around all the turns. I'm like, dude, we gotta be getting close to the end, right? Like a mile. She's like, yeah, sure, we got like a mile. I'm like, all right, we got a mile. My odometer says a mile. Good Lord, I hope we have a mile left. I don't know how much more I can. And so we went like really slow through the finish. I'm like, this is really lame. And then like, if I put the pedal to the floor, it would stop after a few minutes. So I'm like, all right, that's good. So I pumped him up and I got pressure back. I'm like, sweet, we have brakes again. She's like,
while
awesome.
we're parked on the side of the road.
Yeah.
No, this was at the control. Oh, yeah. You had your card. I'm like, we have brakes again. She's like, awesome. And I was like, all right, let's pull over and like check everything out. She's like, yeah. Like take our stuff off, So we like get past the control zone, and I go to pull over and I touch brakes. I'm like, we don't have brakes anymore. I'm just kidding. We gotta stop. She's like, yeah, we should stop. So I like
the
pumped
brake
it.
issue was probably the wheel doing this, and so it's just pushing the pistons back in,
Right.
and then you're like, oh, now I have to push the pistons back out, and then they're like, no.
So I was like, well, this is
And they're
dumb.
like, oh, no.
Yeah. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, okay, it's not gonna work. I was getting ready. Yeah, I was like,
You can't hear anything else
Yeah.
inside the car.
I turned the car off, and then all of a sudden people are screaming, get out, fire, get out. And we're like, what? Mid-panic, everything. We got out, and like there were still flames. They were extinguishing everything. And then they said the flames were like up to their shoulders. But,
Awesome.
I mean, it was really cool. Derek and Jessica, they're in the, what are they in?
514.
Yeah, number 514, and then Princess STI, Margaret and Catherine. They were like at the car before we even got out, like took care of it. And it was really awesome. So.
At this point, we discussed all the parts needed to get back on stage and started the planning process while we waited for Special Stage 10 to clear so that we could retrieve Stitch, rendezvous at All Wheels Driven, and begin the work that lie ahead of us.
That's really cool. Oh yeah. I watched it coming off the trailer.
Oh, wow.
That got way worse. Wait.
There's also a lot of dry chem on that,
So that's why your brakes were bad.
I gotta wait for my Alright.
I swear I tightened the lug nuts.
We gambled a little.
Hey, I finished the stage.
Damn right. Yeah, it burned up. Yeah, it's brake fluid. It burned up the seal.
Oh.
That's what happened. So when the bearing went and it lit the grease, it burned up the damn seal.
We need another caliper.
Yep.
The team at All Wheels Driven came in clutch at sourcing all of the needed hub and brake parts last minute to get the rear end back in order. In addition to this, they also got our tires changed out so we would have a proper spare again.
There's like 13 Subarus sitting around here. We can find them.
That's the fun.
Sure. You really can't tell that he's sitting down.
Nice.
I'll do that same thing on mine.
At least I know if we ever like take them out of the knees,
No, it's out.
We are currently here at All Wheels Driven in Pennsylvania. These guys are saving our bacon right now. Haven't updated in a little while, but when we were going through on the stages in stage 8, we actually had an issue where we had the wheel bearing getting worse through the day, and eventually it actually got to the point where the wheel bearing was wiggling probably about 15 degrees on the wheel. So it's really bad. It actually blew out at the end of Stage 8, when they were running it on the forward, they crossed the finish line, felt like they lost brakes within the first few turns. They ended up going through the rest of that stage just clutch kicking and downshifting and trying to hold their speed. A lot of 3s, 4s, 5s, so a lot of really heavy turns, a lot that was going on. They managed to get it through the stage, but eventually that wheel just kind of gave out. They crossed, got to the marshals, gave them their time card, pulled forward to check on the brakes, and all the crew started yelling at him, "Fire, get out of the car." So the driver's side rear wheel actually caught on fire. Once they slowed down, there was no longer air flowing over it. The grease that was in the wheel bearing that finally gave out actually burst into flames, burned out some of the caliper, and burned through the seals, and the brake fluid caught on fire. So a lot of heat, a lot of friction. So we made it out here to All Wheels Driven in Pennsylvania, like I had said, and they got us the parts that we need. So we're getting ready to install those, throw those in right now. This is a last minute job. We're trying to get back in the race tomorrow to do Super Rally. We didn't get to finish stage 9 and 10, but we're gonna hopefully get this done so we can go ahead, compete, get some points, even if we're gonna lose some because of the Super Rally rules and not finishing the stages. But at least we're not out of the race. So hang in there. We'll try to show you as much as we can, but this is definitely gonna be a rush job, and we gotta go as quick as we can to try to knock this out. Stay tuned.
You want to see that?
What's up, everyone? I gotta be quiet because everyone is asleep. It's about 4:15 in the morning. We just got back from All Wheels Driven, where they were an amazing help to help us to get everything done. Stitches back together. We changed out the wheel bearing, changed out the whole knuckle pretty much. Changed out the brakes to a different set of brakes. So we're gonna be super rallying tomorrow, and we are going to be leaving here for Parc Exposé around 8 o'clock, 8:15. So we've got less than 4 hours to sleep, and I've still got to get a shower. But car's back together, everything's good. I didn't get as much recording done as I would like, but I'll try to throw in as much as I've got. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, hopefully a little bit better. But yeah, the event so far is still going good. The services are going good. The car's feeling pretty good, but it was also feeling good before the event. So hang in there, stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. Sorry if I'm not making any sense. It's late, I'm tired, it's been a long day. So take care, and we'll hopefully have more for you in just a second. Saturday, September 14th, day 2 of racing, 7:56 in the morning. After getting everything handled that needed to be done last night, getting a shower and getting everything put together, making sure Rally Girls gear was ready to go. Apparently I only got about an hour of sleep, maybe an hour and a half. So today's going to be interesting, but we're getting ready to head off to Parc Expo here in just a minute. And everyone's still getting up, getting ready, getting things thrown together. We'll be starting the cars up here in about 10 minutes and letting them warm up, and then we will be rolling out about 10 minutes after that. And today, after Parc Expo, we'll be doing Super Rally. I'll try to see if I can find some more information on what that is, throw it down in the description, but it basically involves if you have an off where you aren't able to complete the first day, but you are able to get the car up and running in capable condition by the second day, you can still run so that you don't forfeit all points with the DNF. So I don't know the details on that, but I'll try to get some of that in there and let everyone know exactly what those deductions and all that stuff is. Not sure if that's going to happen, but I'll do my best. So hang tight. We'll see how today goes. We've got at least 4 of us, maybe 4. We got quite a few of us that are running on almost no sleep. So like I said, should be fun. Thank
Lime green.
Okay. What's your favorite car number?
Our favorite what? Subaru, of course.
Okay. Do you have a relationship?
Do we have a relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're best friends, but I'm married.
And I am.
Okay. Okay. Final question.
Okay.
You think you were good in the last race?
Like yesterday? Oh, yesterday? I think we were really, really good. We got faster every time that we reran a stage. And we caught fire.
Oh no!
We did. And we had to drive with no brakes. So I'd say we did pretty good.
Yeah.
I heard you got some new brakes.
We did. We got new brakes and we got a new hub. We got a new wheel bearing. Ready to go.
And new
Not
tires.
On fire again.
Clean the smoke off.
And I got another tire. So we're yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And now Dad, wrap it up.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
That's so awesome.
Can I get a high five?
Nice work.
Learn that from Baymax.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We still don't know where they're coming from, but it's been interesting. So we had found another one by this tank peg, which I just saw, I think was this one right there. And then we found another one by this tent peg that Brian decided to stomp into the ground. So they're still appearing. But yeah, we're getting ready for final service now. So more to come. A little bit, maybe. I don't know. Another one.
I actually put it somewhere. No, that was smashed a while ago. That was the one I took that one and I put it. Okay, so we have 4 here. We have 4. We're done.
Or you should totally put it
We should totally just, like, every time we find one, throw it in their
Yes, we
trailer.
totally need to put a clean one in a soda. Seriously. Oh, we're bad people. Good way.
I still have like 7 in my coat bag. They've been collecting.
Right now we're waiting on Rally Girl to come in. We just got a group of messages. Sounds like she hasn't had signal most of the day. They ran Special Stage 11 first, and after that they had a refueling opportunity that we didn't do because of the fact she was still fairly full. We started out with this area being almost packed with cars and service vehicles, and it's really whittled down. So Right now we're getting ready to set up for service, waiting to hear a time that they're going to be coming in. Once the service is done, we're going to be running the final special stage. It seems from what I've seen so far like about half of the competitors in this have had to drop out from offs, failures. The courses have been extremely difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out here. I would say overall SDPR was a success. We obviously had some problems on Friday, race day 1. We stayed up late to address with the team at All Wheels Driven that came in just as a lifesaver. Got the car back together. Rally Girl got back out for stage 2, or for day 2, and once she got back in there, everything went fairly smoothly, didn't have any new problems, and we just got to finish the race, which is a huge success in itself. I've heard so many people talk about how difficult and scary SDPR can be when you throw in the weather conditions that we were facing. It was an incredible experience. Definitely yet another first for the rally events that I've been attending. One thing that I will say is going through and editing all of the footage, I noticed that the further in I got on day 2, the more and more delirious my brain was acting, and more of the footage I had to splice and cut and make sense of different things, till eventually at the end of the day in day 2, I couldn't even splice together a good video clip for my closing. So the event was amazing, the people were amazing, it was an incredible experience as always. It was great working with Rally Girl and her crew, and I'm looking forward to more of those in the days and weeks and months and years to come, hopefully. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great day. So I need someone to tell me what just happened here.
No, I'm not explaining it. I refuse to explain it.
Just show.
I am distraught.
Just hold that up so you can
Let's see if this can get it.
That'll be fine. Do we need to shine a light?
I don't think. Just no.
Yes. Come on, camera people.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Oh, I think I got it. There it is. So I found that little sucker in my bedroom. And this guy caught it on a whim, and apparently while I was out of the room, it ended up in the beverage.
I just cradled it right here.
No, you're just a douchebag. This is why we can't have nice things.